Hey guys, welcome back to Icy London, Icy France.
I'm London.
I'm France, and today we're giving you guys a little story time about how our engagement proposals went.
Yes.
So London is going to start.
Okay. So I'm going to take us back to Walmart. That is actually where.
Not where she got engaged.
No. And I was not looking for a man at Walmart, believe me. But I happened to cross the aisle with this tall, which is huge for me because I'm a tall girl, and just finding
6 foot.
a guy,
Yeah.
that was taller than me, especially like as a teenager when you're a little more self-conscious about your height and everything. I learned to love it. I really love it. Anyways, I like going on a different track. But crossed the path of this beautiful man. He was
Is that him?
he was no smaller. He was super tall, tan. It was summertime, muscular because he was chopping wood all the time. Beautiful blue eyes, cut out shirt so you can see a lot.
Chopping wood.
I know. And anyways, I just passed by him, and like, you know, when you're a teen or whatever age you are, like you just, you know, give somebody a once over and you're like, oh, he was super cute. And so anyways, a mutual friend of ours was at Walmart too, and he happened to bump into the mutual friend, and he must have said something like, she's hot. Which, like, I know. Just kidding. But he must have made a comment about me, and the guy was like, oh, that's London. Not, anyways.
That's her real name.
Yeah. And then my husband found me on MySpace, and we started chatting over MySpace, which
Good
was
old MySpace,
crazy.
man.
And our first date was at a local park. He and his cousin met me and one of my other good friends. It was not Fran, but it was another friend of ours who we're close with, and she attended the date with me because his cousin was there too, which I'm glad because it added some comic relief and it wasn't as much pressure. And we went to this local park and we played basketball because my husband loves basketball. And
Loves basketball.
Yes. And we ended up just having for our first date there. It was cute. It was summertime. I remember, I still have it, and I won't get rid of it just because it was my first date with him outfit. It's just a regular baby blue t-shirt with cutout jean shorts, no pants, cutout jean shorts that I cut myself, and flip-flops. For all the fashionistas out there who wanted to know that. Anyways, so the reason I go into that is because we have been dating for 9 years. The year he proposed, and he was asking me about how I wanted to be proposed to like the week before. We actually went to the same park. We were walking around the lake. We were talking about it, and I was just telling him things that like I was just like I went, you know, just telling him things that were important to me. And I was like, oh, like maybe in like the fall he's gonna ask or something. Well, it was like a few days after, or maybe a week after, and we planned to go over to a friend's house that evening, and we ended up going to Walmart first, which is funny. And it was funny because I actually saw the mom of my friend there. And she acted so weird towards me. And later on I found out, she's like, I don't know if he asked her yet or not, because she knew.
Yeah.
But I remember like I saw her and I was like, hi Tracy. And she was like she was so weird. I was like, okay. But I remember we ended up getting these plastic Tupperware bins. Not Tupperware, but they like hold storage under your bed. Anyways, I will never get rid of those either because got them on my proposal day. And then we were late to my friend's house, but my husband kept insisting we go to this park. And that's when I was like started to feel like something was up because this dude never wants to like go walk or anything, which I love to like exercise and run and stuff. You'd think he'd, anyways. But he kept insisting we go to the park, and we walk around the lake one time, and like I was like, and he kept telling me just like sweet stuff to me, and I started to get butterflies. I was like, oh my gosh, he's gonna ask. And he took me to the same basketball court where we had our first date. And that's where he got down on one knee and asked me. And it's super sweet. We have pictures. Actually, can we? Never mind. We're doing a story time, so we're not editing it.
Maybe we'll post pictures on our Instagram.
Yes!
You should go check out ICLNF. Ow! Someone poked me in the foot. I know this. ICLNF underscores, but you know the letter or the words. Sorry, on Instagram and TikTok. But check out Instagram.
So that's our story. Super sweet, super like us. I love a good.
But then they came to a surprise engagement party right after that.
What's so funny is I was about to text France when we got in the car. I had the ring on. I was about to text her, OMG.
Yeah.
And I remember we got a call. We were house sitting that night. We got a call from the people we were house sitting for. And so I ended up talking to him. And then just by that time, my husband was like, put this shirt over your eyes. I'm going to blindfold you. And he took me to our friend's house. And France was there. My mom and dad were there.
And I was trying, I don't know if I ever told you this. I probably haven't told you everything. But when you walked in the door, I was just like, just stand back and give everybody else their moment. Because I know she's my best friend. And I'll get my moment. So I just stood back and I let everybody hug you first and I waited.
I know.
I was like, I don't know. I already knew. Her hubby sent me 2 pictures of rings. And he was like,
so did your fiance.
Yeah. And was like, which one do you think she would like? And I was like, this one, if you get that one, she's going to say no. I didn't say that, but that was it, basically.
He did good. Yeah,
he did really good.
I love it.
Yeah, so.
Yeah.
I don't know if I ever told you
I love that we were like both part of our stories too.
Yeah. Oh, of course.
So tell us, France.
Mine's a little bit different.
Yeah. Hers was scary, actually.
Yeah. So I will tell you the proposal he wanted to do. So he wanted to take me to Italy because we're big travelers, and take me to the street where his great great grandfather lived, and asked me to become part of his family, where his last name is part of that town, where that started, and that was his goal. But then COVID hit, and travel stopped.
Fun fact, though, he was talking to me about that idea.
Yeah.
And he was talking about, like, he was asking me just, like, he was like, well, I know she'd love her family to be part of that day, too. Mm-hmm. And we were talking about how could we make your family be part of the day? Because I'm like, after you ask her, she's going to want to tell everybody. And she's, like, halfway across the world. That's going to be hard. But I told him, I was like, I will conduct or direct. Like, I would get your family members to say, like, congratulations, like, assuming you'd say yes, which I knew she would. Yeah. About time. No, but we kind of talked about ideas for, like, if you were to get proposed to abroad, we would have made a little cute video for you.
Yeah, that is cute. Yeah. Well, it happened to be on my birthday, and from, like, day one, he was saying, I won't propose on a holiday or a birthday or anything like that. Like, I want it to be our separate thing that you just don't see coming. Because I always thought Christmas proposals were sweet. And, like, one of the big moments, like, I really fell in love with him was around Christmas. So, like, I was always like, do it at Christmas. Yeah. And he was like, no, I'm not doing it. And at this point, we'd only been dating, like, 2.5 years. So.
That's still a good amount of time, though.
I mean, I knew 3 months in. So, like, you know, I was like, let's go.
Yeah.
But I was. So annoying. But anyway, so it happened to be, and he wanted to do it, because Italy didn't happen. He wanted to do it on my birthday, which he later told me all this, obviously. I didn't know. And we were supposed to get together for my birthday in August. Even though COVID was hit, like, we were going to do an outdoor thing with some friends and family, small group. And were we celebrating something else, too? Or was it just my birthday?
I think it was just your birthday.
Okay.
And I remember your mom was going to get, like, shrimp.
Yeah. My mom was going to do, like, this big thing. She was going to get catered, I think.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah. And she doesn't like to cook for big groups. Yeah, she caters all the time. Great. And so he was, I guess, going to propose at a park or something and set up pictures and things like that. And then we'd go to the party and, like, it'd be like an engagement party as well, like a celebration.
Yeah.
Didn't happen because if you've seen our other videos in the past or our Instagram posts, we both had COVID. And so I got COVID August 4th.
Yep.
Yeah. So from, like, August 4th to the 12th, I was in bed, sick as a dog, really sick.
Like, I was scared for her. And we actually posted a video about our experience just to be informational. And because it was such a, like, intense moment, too. And it was just...
And I kind of had, like, a day, you know what they say, like, people, before they pass away, I did not, obviously, I wasn't close to that, but just when they say people, before they pass away, they feel better. Mm-hmm. I feel like I had that, where, like, on the 11th, my birthday, I started to feel a little bit better. Yeah. And then 12th was just, like, downhill. And so the night of the 11th, I'd been in bed for days, and I was having trouble sleeping, so I was up till, like, 2 in the morning. And he came in and he goes, "Babe, where are all your art supplies? Like, I need your markers or something. I'm making your card." He always waits till the last minute. So I was like, "Oh, this is normal." So he finally found whatever, and he ended up, which is so sweet. I still have it, obviously. He ended up making like taking two bowls that he colored and putting like little spokes out of them, like a little germ,
Like
and
a COVID
like
germ.
a COVID germ. And on each spoke was part of a poem that he had written. Just so sweet. It all rhymed, obviously. And when I got to the end, he goes, "Babe, it's not a ring," because I had to open the box or open the two bowls. And I was like, okay. So I opened it and I looked at the picture. And keep in mind, I have 103-degree fever. And so it was this picture that I had made on his, like on paint on his computer months ago. That was like a little cutout of me and him, our two cats, and it said our initials, established TBD, because I was like waiting to get engaged. And so he had crossed out TBD and put 2021, because obviously that's when we're getting married. Yeah. But the cats were blue and pink, or blue and blue. We were blue and pink. And for the life of me, I was like, "Oh, we're getting a new cat." Like, and I turned to him and he was on one knee and he said, "Will you marry me?" And I just was like, "Are you serious?" Like, right?
Yeah.
What? I just kept saying, "Are you serious?" And then I don't know if he said it again, and I was just like, "Yeah, like, yes, of course." I was very much happier than I'm reenacting, but I was super excited. This is again like 1 a.m. I don't remember when I texted you.
Yeah, I think I never delete our messages, so I probably still have it.
And so obviously we got engaged. I was very sick, and but it was like wonderful. I stayed up for like 4 hours just like staring at my ring and taking pictures and like sending it to people. I was so excited.
I know, and well, it was so funny too because I usually like sleep through the night, pretty well. And I guess I was out of school obviously then, yeah.
Yeah.
About to start school.
Yes.
And somebody in my household had woken me up. And so I checked my phone and I had all these messages from her and she was like, "Girl." And
wake up.
Yes, and her husband was talking to me like
fiance.
a few days. Okay, fiance, sorry.
Not my husband yet.
I know he's not fiance.
I'm soaking in the fiance life.
And I know it's so fun. But he anyways, I was like, "Oh my gosh, I was so excited for you." So excited. Here's the
Oh yeah.
Should we show it?
Yeah.
There's
the germ, COVID germ.
Yep. And then I probably have your.
You're gonna have to go way far back.
Well, I know, but Let me just cut that one part out.
Yeah, that's fine.
Should I make like a sign so you know?
You're doing so good.
All right. Okay. Oh my gosh, I have to go backwards.
You're all the way to August.
November, I know. Speaking.
I cannot talk to you right now. Okay, I'm gonna keep going while she's looking.
Yeah.
So anyway,
you sent me like a bunch of TikToks after that.
I was sick.
I know.
So anyway, that happened on like the early morning of the 11th.
Yeah.
Did you find it? 1:08
a.m. She said, "You up? It's important. Girl, wake up." And then she sent me a picture of the ring. Can I show that too?
Yeah.
I mean, you guys already know the ring. But
that's horrible. Here, you can really see it.
Oh, look, hold on. You actually have to take that part out too. Hold on. Can I?
You can probably barely read it.
There we go. Well,
yeah, if you can't read it, I'm not cutting it.
Okay.
And so that was the early morning of the 11th. So I went to sleep, and when I woke up, I was starting to have shortness of breath, and I ended up going to the hospital that day and was admitted for a week. So I spent my engagement in the hospital in isolation.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I got home, I had to completely isolate again for 10 more days. So it was just rough, like not being able to be with him.
And what do you joke about?
Oh, the ring made me sicker. Right?
No.
Oh, well, we do it with his family.
Do you?
Because his mom texted him and was like, "I thought the ring was supposed to make her feel better." What did I joke about?
No, just like how you're like, we took this whole in sickness and health very seriously.
Yeah, we took the whole. Yeah, we're really proving marriage works with in sickness and health.
But seriously, like how I mean, I just think it's so sweet though that story. Like, it's funny because had 2 years ago or whatever, if you were to know, like, you would have been proposed to when you were sick, you'd have been like, oh my god. But like,
Yeah.
it's like the perfect, sweetest thing.
Yeah,
It's
it
just
was
what she
great.
needed too,
Yep.
because it was a scary time.
It was scary.
I was
Yeah.
I was so worried about you.
And he like,
And
when
I just
we
thought that it lifted your spirit.
when we saw one of his groomsmen pulled me aside and said, "I just know he truly loved you. He called me in tears when you were in the hospital."
Yeah.
And just was like, I'd never seen him like that before. And I was like,
Yeah.
I hope so.
He's a good dude. Yeah.
I'm kidding. He's the best. He's so sweet.
Yes.
Yeah, so that was
He's
mine.
like such a good couple.
Yeah, we're pretty good. So are you guys. Love you guys. We're
We
like a
love you
good
guys.
duo.
That's
And
nice.
duo.
Yeah. Like for double dating.
Yeah.
And I'm grateful.
Yeah, because our boys get along very well, which is nice. But yeah, so those are
our stories.
really different.
Yeah, and I
But
love that.
Very true
Everybody's
to us.
engagement, I think, like just fits the couple, and
Yeah.
it's just a sweet and intimate moment that you'll never forget.
Yeah. So yeah. Tell us if you guys had a unique engagement story. Tell us about it in the comments
Yeah, we'd
below.
love to know.
Or tag us in a post on Instagram. Yeah, we'd love to know. We cherish our relationships, so
Totally.
which I mean I feel like everybody does, but
Yeah.
but yeah, so those are our stories.
Yeah, it was fun to talk about. It was a fun story time.
Don't forget to like and subscribe, and again, check us out on Instagram and TikTok. And
Yeah, it would be a great proposal if you were a dude watching this, or a female, whoever you're proposing to, is to like watch this video, and then after they watch it, be like, why'd I watch that? And then propose to them. You're welcome. Just out here trying to promote, y'all.
yeah, okay.
All right,
Anyway.
thanks guys for watching.
Yes.
And remember to always take care of each other.
And Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Yes.